Hi, I'm Jamie and I'm a processed food addict. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad you're here. I wanted to come in today to make a video about how Kenny Rogers affects my recovery. Yeah, I said it. It's a pretty interesting stance about recovery. I know lots of things affect people's recovery and have certainly affected mine. But earlier today, I was sharing with some friends in recovery about how I was navigating a situation today. And Kenny Rogers' song, The Gambler, popped in my head. You know, that song that goes, the refrain goes, you know when to hold them, you know when to fold them, you know when to walk away, you know when to run. That's the only time that you'll ever catch me singing on YouTube. But here's the fun part. The way Kenny Rogers affects my recovery is that song, right? The refrain from that song is just perfectly matched to what I kind of worked through today. And that is that some days in our recovery, we need to assess what we can do and what we can't. And I'll tell you why that is in a minute. So let me just sort of set the stage. So typically on a Friday night, my husband and I go out and we'll have dinner out at a restaurant that I know I can navigate easily with recovery. And we talked about going to see a movie afterwards, turning it into a date night, and always fun. And I realized that, I was thinking about the movie and the movie theater. And in processed food addiction recovery, movie theaters for me can be extremely triggering places. Not only are you walking into a movie theater that typically, I've been going to movies since I was a very young girl, so I have lots of processed food memories at movie theaters. Secondly, they're very visually stimulating. Obviously, the concession stands and all these sights and sounds are visually stimulating as well as orally stimulating. And then you have the actual smells, right? So you're barraged with sights and smells and sounds of concession stands, not to mention the people eating around me. Then you go into the dark movie theater where you can hear and smell and see the food around you and the people eating it. And these examples I'm giving you are something called cues. And cue overload or cue management in processed food addiction recovery or any recovery is super critical. And I knew that the week we've been having here has been a little stressful. We're taking on a home project and it's super exciting, but as you can imagine, any kind of construction in a home project is a little stressful and disruptive. And that stresses me just because I'm a creature of habit and I work from home. And so you can imagine disruption in the home is just a disruption to all of my daily routines at work and outside of work. So I know that I'm a little overwhelmed, a little stressed, a little emotional from the changes and from trying to navigate all of the situations we've been navigating this week. Normal, life on life's terms kind of thing. But I know I'm a little cue overloaded. And that's just at my home. So if I were to go out and put myself in a movie theater setting where I am being bombarded with food cues of processed foods and people eating processed foods everywhere around me, not to mention the smells, I know that I would be overloaded. And that sets me up potentially for a lapse, or at least for cravings. And that steals my peace and steals my joy and steals my recovery, sort of mindset that I don't like to compromise. So, when my husband asked me, hey, did you want to go see a movie tonight? And I had to kind of think about it. And that Gambler song popped in my head. And I thought, yeah, I'm thinking about this, Kenny. I need to know when to hold them, fold them, walk away or run. And tonight I got to walk away. I just can't do the movie. So I explained to my husband, who is immensely supportive and understanding of my processed food addiction recovery journey. And I just explained to him, I've had a really stressful week. We certainly both have. And I know putting myself in a movie theater tonight is going to lead me to a place with food obsession, not the food itself anymore, but food obsession that I don't want to be in. I said, so can we just stay home and cuddle and watch a movie instead? So that's what we're going to do. But I wanted to come in and talk about it because it's these moments in recovery, 14 years in, like me, or 14 days in, these are the choices we make to uphold, sustain, and evolve our recovery every day. And it's required every day to kind of check in with myself and know, like, where am I on the spectrum of recovery willingness, right? And if I'm really, really willing, how can I stretch myself today? And if I know that I'm not really willing, like today, to stretch myself and to push myself into an environment that I would not get, triggered, that I could get triggered in, excuse me, it's just not worth it. So again, I'm going to go listen to that song because it's frankly a really good song. Let's be honest. It's a really good song. And Kenny Rogers is like silky smooth country sound. So I'm going to go listen, but I hope you guys take some of these nuggets with you on your recovery journey. Processed food addiction is a insidious and severe condition that is frankly barraging us everywhere in the world every time we leave our homes. So it's important to check in with ourselves to know where we are on any given day, so that we can shore up our resources to kind of navigate the world and stay in recovery. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Be well.